Hello, everyone. Welcome to this nugget of wisdom. Be a modern master with Deborah King. This is part 2 of the series. My name is Empress Pamela. I took this class back in October 2020. So, this is video number 2. The first video was the intro. This section is Be a Modern Master. What are the sutras? Exercise clearing your space. Let me show you. So the gist of this is I will be reading all the printouts and such that that was included in this course with Deborah King through Solvana. Now, Solvana, during the 2020 and COVID era, was a good resource for me for spiritual growth and coursework and content. I believe I signed up, I had a membership, and then for some reason Solvana dissolved into Mind Valley, which is also a good resource for spiritual teachings, coursework, etc. But I liked Solvana. And you can check out my other nuggets of wisdom. I took a course with Reagan Hillier, Ariana Lorenz. Quite a few. Let's see. So let's talk about what are the sutras. And this is exercise, clearing your space. The psychic or spiritual energy that surrounds you can affect the way you feel and how effectively you can meditate and do your sutra practice, as well as helping your body tune into the forces of initiation. It's important to take control of your space by making sure only the type of energies you want to live in are present. Traditional methods of clearing the space, such as smudging, which is burning herbs like sage or sweetgrass, or woods like cedar and juniper, have been used for centuries. The method I'm teaching you here is a visualization technique. Sit comfortably within the space you want to clear. Close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths. Now, beneath your feet, picture a white tablecloth or sheet as big as the entire space you are sitting in. Using your energy, your concentrated focus, and your breath, start to raise the white sheet off the floor. As it rises up, you will notice that it goes right through you. You're using your intentionality to raise all of the dark energy that's in your space and even within yourself. Anything depressing, anxious, negative, or sad. Using your breath, continue raising the white sheet. It's like a big parachute floating up through you and ultimately rising above you. Watch it as it continues to float on up. Give it an extra little push and send it up above the ceiling, up above the roof, and right into the sky. And away it goes. Your space will feel lighter and look a little brighter. That sounds pretty good. Okay, calling in the goddess or goddess. Saraswati is the Hindu goddess of knowledge and learning and the creative expression of music and the arts. Her name means essence of one's self, and that's where the knowledge of the sutras will take you, to your very own inner essence. Say this prayer to Saraswati with me. May Goddess Saraswati, who is fair like the jasmine-colored moon, and whose pure white garland is like frosty dewdrops, who is adorned in radiant white attire, on whose beautiful arm rests the instrument called the Veena, and whose throne is a white lotus, who is surrounded and respected by the gods Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, protect me. May you fully remove my lethargy, sluggishness, and ignorance. My salutations to the goddess of knowledge. The Vedas. I'll show you the Vedas. The sutras are probably 5 to 10,000 years old, but they didn't get recorded until much later in the Vedas, around 1200 BCE, for the Atharvana Veda. There are 4 Vedas which were revealed by spirit to 4 ancient rishis, ancient wise men. The Rig Veda, the Veda of knowledge, was revealed directly into the spiritual consciousness of Rishi Agni. The Yajur Veda, the Veda of karma, to Rishi Vayu. The Sama Veda, the Veda of bhakti, devotion, to Rishi Aditya. And the Atharvana Veda, from which I teach you today, to Rishi Angira. It was the sage Vyasa who, along with another great sage, convinced everyone to include the Atharvana Veda on the same level as the other 3. It deals with the occult science of manipulating energies, which is our study here. The science was pure and very effective, so Vyasa said it shouldn't be hidden simply because some few misused it. Even today, these 4 Vedas are considered to be among the greatest documents ever created by humanity. Seeding the Sutras. The sutras will accelerate your development of paranormal powers, which are called siddhis, the powers, abilities, and attainments that come with spiritual advancement through practices like this one. In order to practice the sutras, first do a meditation. First thing in the morning before you leave the bedroom is an ideal time. As you shift from the waking state to the meditative state, you close your eyes and simply start to hear your mantra. Don't move your lips or your tongue, just hear your mantra in your head. After 20 minutes of meditation, you begin the sutras. 10 minutes of meditation is okay on days you are short of time, but 10 is much better. I think it should say 20. Okay. The sutras are mantras, even though they are given in your native language. They have a huge impact on the physiology of your body, as well as on your psyche and your soul. Keep them private. Should you repeat them to another, yours will lose power and they will not take effect in the other, for they have not been properly seeded by a teacher. Each set of sutras is more powerful than the preceding set. They are built sequentially. Whatever spirit has designed you to do in this lifetime, that power is becoming operational in you when you are practicing the sutras in the way I have taught you. Each sutra is heard inside of you, and then you'll hear an echo of it. Then it is heard again with another echo. Sitting with your back comfortably straight, close your eyes. Breathe in gently, relax your body, and exhale any tension or stress. The sutras immediately follow your meditation. Each time you do the sutras, you practice all of the ones that you have been given thus far. Seeding the sutras. First, do your 20-minute meditation, followed immediately by the sutras. Hearing the sutras in the silence of your mind. Friendliness, 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 compassion, 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 happiness, 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 strength of an elephant, strength of an elephant, strength of an elephant, strength of an elephant, bronchial tube, bronchial tube, bronchial tube, bronchial tube. Gently come back to the waking state, still with your eyes closed. Slowly coming back to yourself, back to your body, with your eyes closed, sit in silence for a moment or two. Gently and slowly open your eyes and go back to your day. Practice your meditation and the 5 sutras you now have, and in the next chapter you'll receive more. Each group of sutras is more powerful than the last. Homework. Your homework is to read the following and reflect on it. Let me tell you a story about a spiritual seeker who visited a great sage. He asked the sage, "What is the meaning of life? And how can I directly experience the highest consciousness?" The sage just sat there and didn't reply. The seeker asked again, "How can I find my purpose in life? And how can I fulfill it?" Again, the sage didn't respond. The frustrated seeker tried different words, asked passionate questions, and appealed to the sage with all his might, but the sage just sat there. Finally, the seeker became angry and shouted at the sage, "Why aren't you answering me?" Smiling, the sage replied, "I have been answering your questions. However, you were not listening. The answers you seek are found only in the depth of silence." It takes a bit of practice to find the silence within yourself. What is the practice of silence? You can start by sitting with your eyes closed and taking a moment to actively contract and then relax all the muscles in your body, and finally relax your entire head. There is nothing to worry about, nothing to plan, nothing to achieve. All you have to do is relax and listen. Perhaps you can hear birds chirping or the sounds of traffic outside your window. Maybe the wind is blowing through the leaves of the trees. Or maybe there are voices or the sound of a TV coming from outside your room. Just disregard these outer sounds. They don't matter. Homework. To hear the silence, you have to go deeper than what's happening outside of yourself. Can you hear the beating of your heart? Listen even more deeply and you might be able to hear the blood flowing through your veins. If you can listen this deeply, you'll be able to hear the universe between your thoughts. It is in this profound place of stillness inside you that I seed the sutras. You can use deep listening to ask questions such as, "What is my purpose in life?" Listen for the answer in your heart, not in your head. You will hear the answer in silence. You will feel the answer in your gut, as that is how your soul speaks to you. Receive your answer. Receive the soul guidance that comes to you. As you quiet your mind, quiet your external senses, and quiet your emotions, you allow the silence to deepen even further. When you listen to you with your heart, you hear with compassion, with the ears of love. You don't need to worry about anything. What do you hear when you listen to the silence? What wisdom? What compassion? What joy? What peace is being whispered in your heart? It is here in the silence that you will hear the sutras, that you will listen to the voice of your soul as it resonates with the wisdom and insight of the ages. Okay, that concludes part 2 of Become a Modern Master. See you in the next one.